presence of one of the Monarchs, sure-handed wide receiver. He's one of the league's best, currently third in the NFL in receiving yards. It's the Monarchs and the Huskies, and it's coming up next on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to one of the great cities of the world, London, England. Coming up, another installment of the NFL International Series, and it should be a great one between the Toronto Huskies and the London Monarchs. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback.
The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a glance here at their shifty mobile signal caller.
If you ask coaches at any level to design their ideal leader of a team, I think they're going to check every box with this guy. He's got the poise to handle responsibility. He stays calm under any kind of pressure, and he brings out the best of his teammates each and every week.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. He finds Hopkins complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. Oh, a solid stiff arm and some open field. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And they get 17 more on that one and another first down.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Derrick Henry takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle. The numbers on the ground for Henry last week. The hat trick +1, 4 trips to the end zone with his legs.
And, partner, you know how all the guys do when they do that little symbol now about eating, right? Keep feeding me, feeding me. They just kept feeding him and feeding him, and next thing you know, he kept getting in the end zone.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short. But you look at this defense. They were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
They held them to just 7 points, and in reviewing the game tape, I'm wondering how they got to 7. I actually wrote a note to myself. How did they even score? The way they were playing, absolutely dominating on their side of the ball.
Well, on 3rd down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there to pick up the first, Charles.
And you use the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Touchdown! DeAndre Hopkins with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Monarchs will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Well, these guys scored touchdown after touchdown in that win a week ago. So how do they come out this week? Same way. They've got that momentum going, a touchdown on the opening drive.
I think it's safe to say that they're in a groove, isn't it? I mean, a lot of times we've seen where teams have scored a ton of points the week before. The very next week struggle to score almost as if they used it all up. Not in this case. This group appears locked in.
We're going to have to make some adjustments if you're on the other side of that football. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Pass incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. A good gain of 12 yards that time.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 19 carries, 87 yards, and a touchdown.
Has 9 rushing touchdowns on the season, so a lot of credit has to go to the rest of the offense because you know those big guys up front are doing work.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 36 yards on the play.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process, and really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's able to break out a run tackle, but then quickly brought down. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Back to throw again. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you had. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. 1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That's caught at the 1. No gain on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and goal. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. He's going to try and take off with it. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, that play there was certainly a scouting report special because coverage was all too aware that this close to the end zone, he's going to become a bigger weapon for that offense, and they were there to help force the incompletion.
And Gay knocks this one through.
So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive.
They currently sit 1 game over 500 thanks to their victory a week ago. Yeah, Charles, they've been really an up-and-down team all year. Do you think that they have enough to get into the playoffs?
Well, you did mention they've been up and down all year, so to me, it depends on what week you catch them. When they're at their best, I think they're definitely playoff worthy. But to me, they haven't been able to bring the intensity week in and week out, and that could be their Achilles heel.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
That one into the hands of Hopkins downfield.
And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That one covers 29 yards, first down.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feet.
And now following that last play, I do believe we're going to get a review here. Yes, indeed, the red flag is out. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass.
A first down carry for Henry. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
From the 31, here's a 2nd down and 9.
Back to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. So the completion good for 7 there. And that will bring up 3rd and 1. A shotgun handoff to Henry. And Henry fighting for the marker, but I don't think he got there. He did not. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
It's 4th down.
They'll run for it with Henry, and he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. Derrick Henry denied here on 4th down, and as a result, possession switches hands. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive, and that's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And with it, time has expired on the first quarter. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Second quarter now, Toronto in possession of the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 10.
All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on 2nd down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for it first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Fighting through. A 45-yard punt, 4 there on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive.
And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit in the same spot again.
We'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a 1st down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage, if he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did...
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Samson Abukum able to record his 5th sack of the season.
And every game we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 35 before going out. And a line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And nothing there on the return. They've got the football, but they'll have to start this drive at their own 4-yard line.
Partner, there's no other way you could describe it because that was absolutely just gut-wrenching for that offense. They were right on the precipice. Points were available. All they had to do was just fall forward, and they were going to put them up on the board. Instead, a long drive ends in heartbreak and a melancholy trip back to the drawing board. I like it when I go a little bit lyrical for you.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
Off the option, he'll try and run with it.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Boy, the pursuit there, terrific from the linebacking core.
Oh, it certainly was, because so many times on an option play, you'll see a linebacker make a beeline for the quarterback and then zip, one cut, and he's grasping it air. But this time, he locked in on him the whole way, took an excellent angle, and his grasp came up with the quarterback.
And the Toronto 1st down.
They go play action here on 1st down. And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
He was covered by Kyle Meyer.
Now a toss here, short side. And he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's able to pick up the 1st before he's taken down at the 27. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
A lot depended on the spot there, and he got it, but it wasn't by much, was it? I remember Coach Madden talking about, depending on which foot the official used, that would tell you whether you got the 1st down or not. You want that upfield foot to be the one that spots the ball, don't you?
And you and I have the luxury of a couple extra views here in the booth, and got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And they rattle off a big one. 66 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on first down, holding them to a short gain.
On second down, it's Taylor. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
They'll run here on 3rd and goal, and he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great effort there.
Hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Huskies go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points.
Matt Gay on for the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. A 10-play drive that time. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. In a close game like this, Charles, those interceptions like they had on the last drive could be costly. But here they've got another opportunity to seize control of this game.
And they'd better take advantage of it, because otherwise, if they end up losing by 1 score, they'll relive this over and over and over until they have another opportunity to wipe it away.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. They'll run with Henry.
And he will get enough for a first down, and that will lead us to the 2-minute warning.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49.
2nd down and 4.
They'll set up to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. They'll look to throw again. And he comes back with one complete. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. He'll drop to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they will get the first down here as they move into field goal range as well, inside the 25.
Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Back to throw here.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. Touchdown!
Derrick Henry with career touchdown number 94. He ties both Jerome Bettis and Priest Holmes on the all-time list.
And the Monarchs will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
Now the try here for the point after. And that makes it 14-10. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive.
And it was finished off on the touchdown reception by Derrick Henry. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. One final go for this offense here in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down.
Now a 2nd and 10. Not wanting to take a chance this time. They'll keep it on the ground. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And we'll see what he can do on the return. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Things definitely getting interesting around the NFL as we begin the month of December. So let's get right to it.
Okay,
we were certainly treated to an entertaining first half. Both these teams with some high points and maybe a couple of low points as well. So it's going to be a question of who can be the most disciplined team going forward.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. So this offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game, back to the ground. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up second down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 45-yard line.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. They'll look to throw here. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
46-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
On play action, they'll throw. He'll buy some time right. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
I haven't met a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder if he wasn't a first-round pick. They want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the first down there, no hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he would have tried running through their entire defense if it meant reaching that marker.
The throw here going to be complete to Gordon. Touchdown! Josh Gordon, 36 yards.
And the Huskies have taken the lead here in this third quarter.
An excellent, long, sustained offensive drive. And now they can look across the field and see a defense that looks a little bit beaten down, Right now, as an offensive coordinator, you're thinking to yourself, can I dial up the knockout punch?
Gay is on for the point after. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead. So that drive goes 8 plays. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away.
And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half.
And Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth, almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just already know our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side, trying to match each other.
Here's 2nd and 8.
Open man, that's Henry.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and just a yard.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. And showcasing those strong legs on that run, getting through 1 tackle. Now she winds up getting 8 there.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Again, it's Henry. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield.
This now a 3rd and 4.
It's now 3rd down and 4.
Looking to throw.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on 3rd down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. This is taken at the 15. It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return.
Toronto's offense ready to take over.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 65 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. And a throw right sideline is complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 25 yards that time.
And the Toronto first down.
He'll look to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. They're going to look to throw. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
And he's got it. Touchdown. 23 yards for the touchdown.
And the Huskies are able to add on to that lead. A nice connection there, finding his target, and that'll put 6 up on the board.
Just like they drew it up in their playbook and reiterated on the sidelines, right? Perfect route, a good throw, and the defense, they had no answer for that right there.
Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So the drive there, 5 plays, 80 yards. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Past midfield, look out. And he's going to take this all the way down inside the 40.
It's the third quarter, and they're down on the scoreboard. And while no one wants to hit the panic button just yet, points are a necessity on this drive. What a great way to get set up.
London about set to take over on offense.
They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 33-yard line.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Good work after the catch, gets him 15 and a 1st down. They'll set up a throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. Final minute now in the 3rd quarter.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown grab.
And the Monarchs are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd.
A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that's the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Point after, right down the middle. And that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. Room here to run. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
78 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Welcome back now here in London. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. They'll look to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Instead of a 3rd and 1 run, they go pass, and they get 12 yards out of it.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
2nd and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it.
They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And that is no good. Oh, he missed it just wide of the upright, and that will keep this a 3-point game. Maybe an important fourth-quarter miss as this stays a 3-point game.
Yeah, now overtime is very much in the equation here. Just what you mentioned, a 3-point game. They get a drive, put it through the posts. We could have some free football, couldn't we?
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 46. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Give him 30 yards there.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them a lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Back to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15.
2nd down and a little more than a yard here.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Running from the gun with Henry. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
They'll run it again with Henry. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
78 yards on the ground now for Henry. He's got a 1st down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Henry. No signal, and now they say he did not get in. He is stonewalled at the 1.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Derrick Henry with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Monarchs have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter.
You think back to some of the great goal line bruisers of the past, the Earl Campbells, the John Riggins, the Marshawn Lynches, and then you can put Derrick Henry right in that group as he scores there with another patented Derrick Henry run.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that will make this a 4-point game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Taken at the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as these guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Toronto's offense ready to take over. Now, the bad news for them, they've seen that cushion they once had totally evaporate, and they're working from behind. The good news, they now have the opportunity to regain the lead right back.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And he will find his man on the outside. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field. his position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Good yardage there on first down, exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. That'll give him 8 that time, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
They give to Taylor out of the gun.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters.
And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Huskies answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead.
Those are the types of plays in these moments they were hoping for from this young rookie, able to put him up here in the 4th quarter.
How about the kid? You just mentioned it, the 4th quarter. This is when you have to make those winning plays. That's what he just did. Doesn't ensure anything, but he certainly gave his team a heck of a chance, didn't he?
Extra point by Gay is up and good, and that gives him a 3-point lead.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
So now Las Vegas down by a field goal, 2:08 on the clock. They'll have one play, maybe 2, before the 2-minute warning as they've got a first down. A throw left side to start out. That's complete.
And he's got a first down there after a gain of about 12 as the clock will stop right now for the 2-minute warning.
So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive.
He's got Henry.
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
Nice, well-coached, a team that understands what's going on. They still have time to work the middle of the field as they just did there.
He's back to throw. They set up the screen for Henry. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. He'll look to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
They'll look to throw.
Throw out wide is incomplete.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. And the catch made by Hopkins. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted.
Picked up by Kenny Moore. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45.
Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational. And they'll indeed take a knee.
Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So for Toronto, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-4. And they'll have another road date next week with the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for London, they fall to 6-6 now on the campaign. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head down to Miami to take on the Dolphins. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.